UV students, first years, Pelicans, what's buzzing? Welcome back to another episode of your favorite show on a Tuesday evening from 6 to 7. It's the one and only FYE Buzz. As you all know, I'm Hiran, and I'm joined this evening as always by my lovely co-host, Miss Jody Russell. Jody, say hello to the people.
Hi, good night, everyone, and welcome back to all our returning viewers and to all our new viewers. This is FYE Buzz, as Hiran said, and this is where we break down orientation and begin the official countdown of the start of the new semester. I'm excited to be here, as you all know.
Sure.
How are you all going?
The FYE Buzz is the #1 place for vibes, like my boy Clown say. Our first song was vibes, and that's really what this is all about. finding all the vibesiest place in UE, putting it in a nice little package and presenting it to you in one nice little talk show. And where better to do that than right here.
What else? What else you could be doing on a Tuesday evening at 6 besides watching FYE Buzz? What else? This is the place to be. Share the life, guys. Come on.
Share. Drop some comments. I see Katrina drop some hearts and some flames for us. We appreciate the love for sure. So y'all drop some more comments. Oh, big up to my cousin as well who's joining us. Thank you, Sora, for joining us live on the FYE Buzz. So, Jody, to be honest, a week is a real long time. What have you been up to over the last week since we last talked?
It was a hectic weekend in Iran, but this week and weekend, I had the opportunity to go to UE Open Days, and Iran, let me tell you, the FYE Buzz, we have some fans. I feel like it's safe to say we have some fans, Iran. Imagine, I was sitting down at the table, and it had people from United States, Iran, Grenada, St. Lucia, Trinidad and Tobago, of course, coming and saying, "You study girl who hosting FYE Buzz." It's like, we love this show. Iran, I feel so special. It's such a surreal feeling.
Wow. I really feeling like I should come out to some of these mixers now, might be a real good opportunity to meet some of y'all in person. But in any way, I know that's all just stemming about, us being proud to be Pelicans. And I think that's the perfect way to go straight into our first segment where we get to discuss all the things we love about being Pelicans and all things UE. Our next segment, Pelican Pride.
Last week we spoke about the one UE concept. You remember that?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm telling you, that was so important for us to cover that, because today we are sharing a bit of insight into the rich and fascinating institutional history of the University of the West Indies. We have 5 regional campuses, one dynamic university. And today we'll kick things off by taking a closer look at the symbolism of the pelican so that we have an appreciation for hashtag Pelican Pride. Yo, so the camera kind of mirror here, so every time I point to the wrong way, that's why. So the UE coat of arms is the official insignia of the University of the West Indies, Iran. It dates back to 1949, and it's the visible symbol of the university as seen in its prominent appearances on official stationery, posters, certificates, degrees, memorabilia, and the academic dress of senior university officials. The pelican is everywhere.
Yeah, you're right. You just see it on t-shirts somewhere. I mean, I don't know if it's mirrored or not, but y'all can see that, the pelican there, right? But, something that we can't really mirror or not, we get to talk about here. And, as always, we get to do a little bit of research and bring it to you all. That's how much we love this show. So, you see, the thing is, right, Judy, from what I understand after doing a little bit of research myself, is that pelican that's sitting on top there, well, is not by any kind of randomness that it is there. In fact, the pelican rather, can be Pelon, hashtag Pelon in the comment section, because, we love that.
Some blue hearts.
The pelican has a lot of symbolic meaning, and, this is really, really, really fundamentally rooted in our Caribbean identity. And this traces back all the way to when the university was now created. And fun fact for you all, back in the days before UE was UE, we were called the University College of the West Indies.
Wow.
So all the way back then, one Sir Thomas Taylor, the principal of the then University College of the West Indies, said that the pelican was, and I quote, a heraldic symbol of pious care for the young, since according to the legend of the pelican, Jody, the pelican would actually puncture its own breast with its bill to feed its young. So, in many ways, what the pelican is supposed to represent is really just this attitude of self-sacrifice, of putting the needs of the collective, of the community, and dare I say the West Indies and the Caribbean region as one. Of course, 5 regional campuses, 1 dynamic university, 1 UE. It's really just about having a self-sacrifice behind all of that, where we see this greater good. And I mean, you think that the Pelican is something when you just see it, right? Like, for sure it had to have a meaning. Every coat of arms does, but I had to say, I was really, really kind of blown away with how deep the symbolism is. Honest, like Jody, Israel Heights for this thing. I ain't gonna lie to you. Israel Heights.
The Pelican is it. The Pelican is it. That is our. That's who we are. We have hashtag Pelican Pride. UE Pelican Pride. But here on Miss Cassia Blake, I find she have real Pelican Pride ever since.
She hashtagging it all.
She hashtagging it. She have top Pelican Pride. We love that.
Yeah.
But the Pelican has since evolved, guys. Remember, this university here since 1949, way before any of us on this live was probably even taught into existence. So the Pelican has evolved as a UE symbol, which is why students, staff, and alumni proudly display Pelican Pride in the achievements of our global university that is deeply rooted in the Caribbean. I will say once again, 5 regional campuses, 1 dynamic university. Pelican Pride, all the way.
All the way. And the thing is all this talk about being a Pelican, I think we do things a bit differently on this show. We like to put our money where our mouth is. So, joining us with a very, very, very special welcome message, we want to invite the esteemed Professor Sir Hilary Beckles, indeed the Vice Chancellor of the University of the West Indies, joining us all the way from the headquarters in Jamaica. Special message just for us, the FYE Buzz. Over to you, Professor Beckles.
It is for me the greatest possible honor to welcome you, our new students, to the University of the West Indies as we prepare for a new academic year. I welcome you also on behalf of the executive management team, constituted of your leaders of the various campuses who will be in direct contact with you on a day-to-day basis. I acknowledge you and the decisions you have taken. First of all, I celebrate your choice. I'm aware that there were options available to you, but you have chosen to participate in the journey of the University of the West Indies. We welcome you. We celebrate you. Of course, you are constituted of persons from many different backgrounds. Some of you are from very far afield and in this world, and you are part of our international student body. In that regard, we welcome and celebrate you. We also celebrate those students who are from throughout the Caribbean region, no matter which of our 5 campuses you have chosen to attend. And of course, those of you who are at home in respect to the campus in your nation. All of you constitute the diversity of the University of the West Indies student community. We also especially welcome those students who are classified as having special needs. Whatever those special needs are, we hope that you will find solutions within the university community, because we are of the opinion that our university must not only be excellent, it must be ethical, and in that regard, catering equally for all of our students. We celebrate the University of the West Indies as a distinguished regional and global university with 5 campuses. We like to say, yes, 1 university, but 5 campuses scattered across the Caribbean. First, in terms of our historical ancestry, the Mona campus, the St. Augustine campus, the the Cayford campus, the Open campus, and of course, finally, the Five Islands campus. We are one community, and you have opted to join a university heading towards its 75th year of service to the people of this region in just 2 years' time. So you will be here as a part of those 75th anniversary celebrations of the university. We are very keen to share with you not only the history of this great university, the #1 ranked university in the Caribbean, the #1 ranked university in our wider Caribbean region, but also in the top 1% of the best universities in Latin America and the Caribbean, and in the top 1% of the best universities globally within the age cohort of this UWI. We are proud of our achievements, but we are also at this time in a moment of transition to a new financial and economic order. University of the West Indies is a public university. We are here to carry out and implement the public good. We are the development engine of this Caribbean. But at the same time, we must also embrace the concept of our financial sustainability. Hence, we are entering into a phase in which we are going to be aggressively pursuing commercial operations, business strategies, in order to establish our financial sustainability in these very, very difficult times. You will be a part of these conversations. Welcome to your university. There will be many moments in which you will be filled with celebration, and there might be a few moments in which you have anxiety and deep concerns. We are here to share with you. We are here to encourage you, to help you to find personal solutions as you imagine your role as a UWI student and a graduate of one of the finest universities in the world. Welcome on board, and I do hope to see you all very soon indeed.
I'm feeling a little teary, you know. It's so nice, you know, that's how inclusive of it is. It really made me feel proud to be a Pelican. Drop some blue hearts in the comments, guys. Let's see proud to be Pelican.
Absolutely. I mean, I just feed enough the energy coming from our comment section. Cassia back at it again. Katrina, Selena, Johan. I think you guys really get what it means to be a Pelican. And something that Professor Beckles really just touched on is that regardless of your story, wherever you're coming from, here at the University of the West Indies, we really want to celebrate just that. Because all of us, we are all Pelicans. And I mean, you had to drop some hashtag Pelican Pride for that. We are really one UE. We have a common background. And now we get to chart the way forward. And where better to do that than right here in the place where you get to call home, the place that you get to make better. I don't know about you, Jody, but I know it's a little corny sometimes, but when you get to think about it, we are the ones who get to make small changes that make bigger ones, and that makes me proud to be a Pelican.
Yes, it does. And it makes me miss campus and school even more here. And like,
sure.
I'm missing it. Look at all the blue hearts in the comments. Look how many people are proud to be Pelican. We love that.
But Jody, I really want to know, since you're only on campus a couple of times, where you're missing. If only there was a segment in a show where people used to run down where's the coolest places to be on campus.
That'd be so good if we had a segment. I really think we have a segment, here and
I think it's our next segment, which we like to call Jewels of our
Campus.
So y'all, this is Jewels of our Campus. Every week we take you on a little virtual tour of campus and we point out to you some places that you may like to lime, stop by, or do whatever it is you want to do on campus. This week and up first, I get to talk to you all about one of my favorite places to hang out. And as you all know, I am unashamedly a former law student at the Faculty of Law here.
You're not talking about SAC again, right? Because I know how much you love SAC.
Okay, I promise for once this time is not SAC. We actually want to tell them a bit about LRC Greens, which is right outside the Nur Hassan Ali Auditorium. So, who remembers where the quad is from last week? Anybody in the comment section remembers where the quad is?
I feel like they remember.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. So really, to make your way over to the LRC Greens, you just walk and past the Alma Jordan Library, and right opposite the LRC car park, you will see the LRC Greens. Now, here the thing, you're all seeing it. There's a lot of trees, benches. The thing about the LRC Greens is that it's really a backdrop for a lot of all things uni. Yeah, like Vidal is saying, right near the library. So it's a good place to just sit down, hang out, kick back. Something that I like to do and something that Professor Beckers just touched on. We are a very diverse and unique campus. So LRC Greens is really just a real cool place for you to sit back, people watch if you want to, maybe get a quick snack in or some food in before
People
that.
watching here, and
Oh yeah, for sure, Jody. It's go around it sometimes. You never know. You might meet the next prime minister or president, you know.
of course, you never know. So anybody from South here? If you're from South, just drop, hashtag Southie in the comments.
You know that's me, Princestown, out and proud.
But like we have nobody repping South today here, but anyway, I'm gonna tell you all about your home away from home. For all those who, okay, Gabby is from South, Star is from South. Okay, we have some South people.
Like what we talking about?
Y'all would know that commuting from South to St. Augustine is definitely something that you may not want to do every morning.
Whoa, Selana, I hope I'm saying that name right. I'll just say Miss Samuel is all the way from Point 14. She
is from Claxton Bay. Wow.
Shout out Princestown.
Shallow, Southie. Okay, guys. So, as we know, it's a long commute that you all have, and you all would need a home away from home. So this is where we're going to speak about the ethos of hall life at the UWI St. Augustine campus, which is made possible through campus halls of residence, all offering a dynamic, safe, and convenient living and learning community experience. So available halls this semester are the Arthur Lewis Hall of Residence, or SAL Hall, located on St. John's Road in St. Augustine, located near the campus with student shuttles to provide commuting support. We have Canada Hall, which is conveniently located on the main campus with easy access to the food court. Then there's the Joyce Gibson Hall of Residence, or JGI, located at the Mount Hope, which provides ease for students pursuing programs within the Faculty of Medicine. Anybody staying on halls this year? Hashtag which hall you staying on? You'll enjoy Gibson, Canada Hall.
You know, Judy, the thing about hall, personally, I haven't been able to stay on hall, right? But if there's one thing that all of my friends who have stayed on hall really talk about, and their most memorable thing is really that sense of community that you get on there.
Yes.
Because everybody who's living there, you know, they all coming from different places. I mean, particularly Sal, which is the one hall I've actually been in. Thank you, Gail, for that. Yeah, you know, it's just people coming from all over the Caribbean, all over the world, and you get to share living space with them, and you really get to meet a new set of people. Hall is really the place to be if you want to get the best out of your UE experience, really and truly.
Definitely, Hiran. I mean, I wish I had the opportunity as well to be able to stay on hall, but I just live in too close to campus. But I know the community is one that you can't find anywhere else. The friends that you make, the experiences that you would have, it wouldn't be able to match up. It wouldn't be able to match up. That's just a part of UWI that some get to experience, and unfortunately, some of us don't.
Yeah, no, what happened in hall had to stay in hall, right?
Exactly. So you see, people who not on hall like me, I would never know, but probably one day. Probably one day.
Oh, big up to Brittany. I think she
Brittany
says she
wanna
wanna
live in the halls.
live.
Brittany, go for it, go for it.
Yeah, so I think maybe the best thing about our life is that we always get to have some friendly faces. We always get to see some friendly faces, and as you all know in this show, we love to have friendly faces.
Yes. Kiran, which friendly face you bringing this you bringing a friendly face? You think you could one up my friendly face?
I mean, you come good with the gill, eh? You come good with the gill,
I
but
feel like I reach up there with you.
yeah, no. You really set the standard kind of high with these special guests, but I don't know. I think I might turn up here. So stay
Well,
tuned and get ready for our next segment where we spend some time with another friendly face on Look Who Stopped By. Hi all and welcome back to Look Who Stopped By, your weekly dose of some time with another friendly face on campus, a friendly face that you should get to know and definitely interact with over your time on here. This evening, I'm honored to introduce to you all our Deputy Campus Registrar right here in our UWI St. Augustine campus, Dr. Camille Samuel. Good evening, Dr. Samuel. How are you?
I am just fine. How are you doing?
I'm great. I mean, it's really so wonderful. You see, we have some real vibrant people out here on the FYE Buzz show, the first show of its kind, something that we're real happy to be a part of for this first year experience.
Fantastic. I'm really glad to be here. And I'm looking at all of the hashtag Pelican Pride. And I want to encourage more of that because we all have it, not just you students, we all have it, staff as well. So hashtag blue hearts, everything else, I just not posting. But it's fantastic to be here.
For sure. And I mean, Dr. Samuel, it makes me really happy to hear that you're proud to be a Pelican.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess, with your portfolio, and I mean, particularly as registrar, we hear that term so much. We hear campus registrar, deputy registrar, so many registrars. Maybe you could kind of hold our hand a little bit and tell us what in particular you do for us.
So let me just say, while you may not appreciate who we are and what we do in the office of the registrar, I want you to know that we absolutely know who you are. And you know why? Because the office of the registrar serves as the custodian of all the student records. We manage all of the rules on the campus, and we also enforce the rules on the campus. We ensure that we have a well-managed environment, a physical environment, and one which is conducive to all of the activities that the students may want to undertake, as well as all others operating in the space, our own campus community. So just to expand on who we are a little bit more, the Office of the Registrar is made up of a significant number of departments that you may never come across, but they are absolutely working in the interest of students day in, day out. So some of those departments, for instance, would be campus security, would be the facilities team, the Division of Facilities Management. We also manage the OSH function on the campus. We take a look at student enrollment for postgrad and undergrad. We manage the scheduling of your timetable and the scheduling of your exams. And of course, we work with the faculty members and we work with others across the campus. But we anchor the administrative function that gets to collate all of those functions and deliver that as a packaged service to students. And we, of course, manage the persistent records of the campus and a system that you're very familiar with, the student registration system, the banner system. So the way that we operate is that the registrar, Dr. Dawn Marie Defoe-Gill, she directly has responsibility and oversight for the security function and the facilities function and many of those persistent big ticket campus spanning activities. My portfolio as the Deputy Campus Registrar is to support the Registrar in what she manages, but also more to the point, I am here for you as the students because I manage a lot of the functions related to students. So the management of the student application or ERP system banner falls under my department. The management of the processing of the applications for undergrad and postgrad, that also is under my portfolio. And campus IT and timetabling and exams and some of those other things that sometimes people just take for granted that they occur. So those are some of the things that we do on a daily basis to support the campus and to support the students. Of course,
Samuel, I really have to say thank you so much. And I mean, you acknowledge it already. The work could sometimes go unseen, but I'm seeing some love in the comment section. A lot of us, we get our next hashtag Pelican Pride from Desiree, love from Cassia. So I guess we really get to see how expansive your role is as Deputy Campus Registrar. I know you guys are housed in a building that I'm in right now, a building that we touched on last week in our Joseph of Campus segment in student admin. You mentioned a number of services that you all offer there, but if you had to pinpoint to students just one thing, and I mean students, I could tell you all now, right, just on a little quick aside, Campus Banner is your be-all, end-all to your UE experience. So Dr. Samuel is really somebody to take note of. I'm very sure at some point in time you're going to have to interact with her, hopefully only for the best of things, but definitely take note of that. But Dr. Samuel, tell our viewers, if there's one thing that you want them to take away from what your office does in particular, housed beautifully in the Lloyd Braffett Administration building, what would it be?
We support students. And of course, you can't pigeonhole me into one thing. There's not one thing, but I want to tell you what the Lloyd Braffett Student Admin Building represents. It represents an effort, and philosophically, I want to say, the divisions that may exist on a campus. For instance, the bursary does not report to the office of the registrar, and it doesn't operate from within the office of the registrar, but they're here in this building, right? So you would find that we have taken all of the student-facing elements and we have brought it into this building, and we're not done yet. Historically, we have done the first part, which is to bring disparate pieces around the table into this building, into this space named after student support. So it's the Lloyd Braffett Student Administration building, but we also want to go a step further. And we can't build out all of the aspects that we would want to overnight. But I want you to know there's absolutely a will to have those services work closer together. The people are already there. We as office holders, we work together to support students and to deliver services together, even though we have different reporting lines. And very soon, we are hoping to also arrange the space in such a way that it will feel like a second home to students. Not that we expect you to live in the building, not that we expect you to have such issues that you will persistently be there, but we want to see the building come alive. And really come alive with student experiences and student activities. And it's very, very close to what you just focused on, the LRC grades. And of course, the LRC is part and parcel of the Office of the Deputy Campus Registrar, as well as temporary classrooms 2 and 3. So we have other buildings and facilities across the campus that we know students frequent, and we do our best to keep them in such a state that they are ready for you to experience all that we have to offer.
Yeah, it's all about turning that Lloyd Braffett Student Administration building into your one-stop shop for all your student-related needs. And you all know TSSD is there every step of the way. So you all show some love again. As always, I had to bully my boy Jarrell. Show some love to Jarrell. He's the reason why we're here. Dr. Samuel can tell you all he works very hard.
He locked the door.
All of the TSSD stuff.
So I can't get out. So I'm here, and he told security not to let me out until I address the students. But what he does not know is he didn't have to lock the door. I was not leaving.
Hashtag Pelican Pride. Couldn't say it any better. So, Dr. Samuel, on that note, right? The start of the semester is just a few weeks away. I am sure, and it was not too long ago, you would have had your first year experience as a student as well. Tell
I like
some
that.
of our students, tell some of our students, what were your thoughts back then, and maybe some advice that if you could tell yourself when you were starting university, you would have liked to share?
Well, I want you to know that my university experience was a little ways back. And it was nothing like what you have now, where you saw the face of the administration working hand in hand with students. This is a different time, and technology as the enabler has allowed us to reach out to the students directly, even as we continue to work on their behalf. So, number one, what we have planned for students is it's a function of many things. We know that the faculty members and the student guild representatives and the administration, we've all worked together to sort of have some surprises for students for when they return. But from the Office of the Registrar's portfolio, you may not notice what we do, but we are absolutely working behind the scenes to upgrade machines, to deploy new servers, to scrub the facilities and to make it ready for you and it's well sanitized for you. Our staff members are absolutely working through some tech surprises to deploy some of the services that you rely on in a more streamlined manner, and so that you can reach it even though we're coming back on campus, you can still reach it remotely. And those are some things that I'm not going to let out of the bag just yet. But we all work together to produce what we expect will be a fantastic, we've been working together to produce what we expect will be a fantastic start to this new academic year. And we really too are very excited to have the students return on campus.
So some great things in the pipeline, some excellent things to look forward to. And you're, like Dr. Samuel is saying, give yourselves to this experience. We here at the SSD are just here to support you. And we want to reiterate, the sky is your limit, the star is your limit. And with the SSD, right beneath you, you could soar just like the Pelican. So, Dr. Samuel, every episode of the FYE Buzz wouldn't be complete if we didn't play a little game. So I'm begging your indulgence to play a little game of this or that with me. Basically, it's a game where I give you some options and you get to choose which one you like. So let me know if you're ready.
Well, do I win anything? Can I win? I'm very competitive, right? So if I'm playing a game, I have to win something.
Well, I'll have you know that you and our online viewers may just be able to win some UE merchandise looking just like this. And I know you're thinking, wow, this guy could be a model now, for sure. Look at that, that's seamless, And model, we have it. So yes, Dr. Samuel, you just may receive a good FYE title, your very own one.
I see, very good, proceed.
Okay, let's go. So, Dr. Samuel, first up, what's worse, doing the laundry or having to do the dishes?
I like cleaning, so they're all great. Do I have to stay within your rules for the game?
I mean, you know what? It's all about getting to know you. So, maybe you could tell me a little bit how you grew to like cleaning, because that just kind of went over me. I don't think I will ever learn to like cleaning.
No, cleaning is where we process. Remember, we are deep down in the work every single day. So the time that we get to reflect is when we make things new and when we get ready for the rebirth of something. So we are always in the mode of cleaning, because every single day things decay. Every single day things go wrong, and we are right there picking up the pieces and cleaning. Does that work for you?
You know what? I'll take it. Apparently, some people at home prefer to do the dishes. My option was actually going to be, no, Dr. Samuel, forever. Mine was going to be option C, none of the above. But apparently, we have Shalene, Desiree, Ricklons, are all of them prefer to do the dishes over washing the clothes. But Cassia, exactly. I agree with you. When you do the laundry, it's just like you put your clothes in. throw some powder, a little Tide Pod if you must, and you're done. So
No.
I'm ready for the laundry farm.
We're type A persons. Your administrators are all type A. We want to get in and we want to do and we want to be in the know. So we want to know how the cleaning happening and what combination of detergents you're putting in. So we on top of the game. Right? So one or the other, we in both.
Attention to detail that you're getting as well apply to your university experience solid. That's how we do it. They don't use Tide Pods. They individually mix their detergents. That's why we are the #1 University of the West Indies St. Augustine campus. Not to the next one though, Dr. Samuel. This one gives a lot of insight into your personality. So I had to ask, are you a dog person or a cat person? And you all drop it in the comment section. I like in this vibes. Dog people, come out. Let me see all there. I'm a dog person. I had to say.
I love animals, but I'm absolutely a dog person.
There we go. Dog people represent. Let me see them.
But I love all animals.
She loves all animals, but she's a dog person. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Yeah, and you know what? I had to say, our online viewers agree with us, dog. Oh, well, we have somebody who likes hamsters. Selena, don't worry. You never know. You might have a hamster, dog / cat. You never know. So, up next, Dr. Samuel, are you somebody who likes hard copy things, so books physically, or are you, I know you're a very progressive person, so are you with the times and trying to make that pivot over to the ebooks?
No, I'm very techie. I can read 300 pages online. I just love online. And it's good that I love online because I try to make everything as techie as possible for all the students.
Right.
So I am absolutely right there with you guys. I haven't gotten a handle on the abridged English version that students tend to communicate. I have to admit, some of those abbreviations and some of those 3-letter words, they're not words, but perhaps in time, there must be an app for that.
Oh, for sure, an app to translate all our little acronyms and thing, absolutely. So,
I just come to the FYE Buzz and you'll translate for us.
Perfect. The hub for everything. And I see that everybody in the comment section kind of on my side. I know I'm a bit of an older soul, but definitely got to agree with Cassia, Katrina, Danelle, and the rest of them. Hard copy all the way. I need to feel that paper beneath my fingers. I like to draw up and think, don't mind I do ever read that same page again for the semester. I will highlight. But Dr. Samuel, I know you're a very techie person, you said it just now, but what's the perfect backdrop for that? Are you a city person or you prefer the peace of the countryside?
When I am in full work mode, I am city-driven. When I am in relaxation mode, give me an orchard somewhere, give me a garden somewhere, and a nice serene beachfront. I'm absolutely, when I'm in relaxation mode, that is all that I am doing.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. I have to agree. And I mean, Gabs, same thing. It really does depend. But yeah, I know that one was a real hard one to choose. But I think the option C in this case would perfectly. So when you're not being Dr. Samuel and you don't have to, take up the duties of your office, you must use one platform to digest content. So are you a Netflix person? Do you like to binge series like you and Billions and Peaky Blinders and things? Or are you one of those persons who, like our YouTube farm and community, are you a YouTube person who likes to take in some little, fun, informative content, vlogs and the like, Netflix or YouTube?
I like FYE Buzz. And I do love movies, and I'm sorry I'm not fitting into your little parameter, but I absolutely like movies. I can look at Netflix, but I do prefer to get out and live. And get out from inside and get out from the buildings and explore and see what we have to offer.
For sure.
I mean, in the Caribbean, Trinidad and Tobago. So hashtag stay to get away is absolutely on point. There are many places that I'm sure that we have not discovered ourselves, that we've only read about and that we know about. Get out and see. Commune with nature and meet each other and do something that's different, safe but different.
Absolutely. I mean, really hard to choose, but movies, I'm a big movie goer myself. So I do prefer to look at our fine arts, like to see how the acting world is evolving. So, for sure. Now, Dr. Samuel, I really have to ask now, and this one is really going.
I'm afraid.
Yeah, no. This one is more important than whether you want a paper or plastic bag at the grocery. Now, my idol growing up was Steve Jobs, and I have an iPhone. Hashtag not a sponsor. Apple is not a sponsor, but this one is big. Dr. Samuel, are you an iOS person? 100%.
Let me take a picture.
There we go. iOS all the way. So
Let's take a picture.
iOS supremacy. See, y'all, at the SSD, we only rock with the best. And on that note, I just want to say, Dr. Samuel, thank you so much for taking the time out of your very busy schedule, ensuring that everything is up to mark for us, and really giving us a little dive into what a day in your life is like, what you do, and definitely what our first years especially get to experience and what they have to look forward to as they make their way back onto campus. So anything you want to say to them before you go?
We are absolutely waiting for you. We're very excited at the prospect of meeting and greeting you and doing so in person. We have so many things planned in so many different quarters, and just come with an open mind, come prepared to rededicate yourself to what it feels like to being on a campus and pursuing academic excellence, and we will support you with all of the rest. And just on a personal note for myself, you can probably ask Jarrell, under all seriousness, to unlock the door. But we're good.
Jarrell, please unlock the door for Dr. Samuel. So we just want to say thank you again, Dr. Samuel, for stopping by, and I hope that everyone here knows to reach out to the SSD. Up next, we do have your weekly dose of the rundown, where we get to go through all the things that you have to look forward to, all those events, mixers, everything first year, right here on your favorite show, the FYE Buzz. Ladies and gentlemen, up next, the FYE Rundown.
And that was a great segment of Look Who Stopped By. I enjoyed it so much. It was so good learning about Dr. Samuel, and I love your this or that questions. But now we're going to get into the FYE Rundown, and this is where we update you all on everything that you all need to know about UE. So, first year students, the first thing on the FYE Rundown is co-curricular programs. So I am encouraging you all to join a co-curricular program. It's essential. In my first year, did a co-curricular. I did public speaking, and look how far it got me. I would have never said, well, I'm going to use this, I'm going to get to be a host of a show. It's very important. There are many co-curricular courses, and you definitely should make use of them once you have the space to do so. Second thing on our FYE Rundown is the FYE Mixers this Thursday and Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have campus stores, we have food at SAC, we have a live DJ, we have opportunities to meet and greet with fellow first year students, and I know you're seeing me right there. I will be one of the tour guides, so make sure and show up, guys. Make sure and come out, register, and let's have some fun at all the FYE Mixers. We can't wait to meet you all and interact with you all. We have been planning for a while now, and we are very excited to have you all on campus. The third thing on the FYE Rundown is faculty orientation. So check the FYE website for a downloadable calendar of events. Make sure and have this so you can stay up to date on everything that will be happening throughout the countdown to the semester, and see when things are happening when the semester begins. Stay up to date on your calendars, because you don't want to miss anything and then be like, oh my gosh, I really wanted to go this and you didn't get a chance to go. So make sure and download all your calendars. Faculty of Social Sciences, guys. Once again, that's my faculty. So if you're a part of FSS, just pick it up one time. We love FSS here. We love all the other faculties, but we love FSS just a little more. And last but not least on the FYE Rundown is... Yo, this one big. This one is gonna be huge. I am so excited. The return of UE Got Talent Cycle 2022. Let's do. I know we have some talented UV students, so I am encouraging you all. Make sure and sign up and be a part of UV Got Talent. You all can visit the UGT website to complete the pre-audition sign up and make sure and follow UV Got Talent for all updates and details on the live broadcast of the official launch on August 11th. So let me know what you're gonna do. Who's singing, who playing pan, who playing piano, who juggling fire. Y'all need to make sure and be there and show us your talents. I can't wait to see what y'all have in store for us. And I'm also seeing that some students here are from psychology, and that's my program. So I can't wait to meet you, Selena. And last but not least on the FYE Rundown is the top 5 things that you need to know for the start of this new semester. Make sure. For Gabs who asked if she could join, I'm assuming you mean the talent show. And yes, you can join. As I said, you can visit the UGT website to complete the pre-audition sign up and make sure and follow UV's Got Talent. So that's the end of the FYE Rundown. Once again, these are the things that you need to remember. Make sure and be involved in co-curricular programs. They are essential. The FYE Mixers this Thursday and Friday from the 14th and 15th, we are going to be doing campus tours, have like DJs, food, everything. You need to be there. It's a must go. The faculty orientation, check the FYE website for downloadable calendars. And last but not least, the UE's Got Talent. Y'all make sure, I've seen people saying they don't have talent. I know some of y'all have so much talent, you're just scared. Do not be scared, right? You'll just need to go and audition. It's $15,000. $15,000 up for grabs, and you're not going out there. Come on. I can't wait to see y'all. But this has been the end of FYE Rundown.
Jody, can you believe it? 50 something minutes gone by already. I guess time could really fly when you're having fun, huh?
Nice.
Yeah, no, but on our reels, I really have to say shout out to our online community this episode. You all have been pumping. So you all show yourself some love. We really love our FYE buzzers. I think we could go with that, Maybe that's a title as fans now. Yeah, our FYE buzzers. You all were fabulous this episode. Thank you all so much for joining us.
But
we see that you're already oozing the Pelican Pride, and
look at Brittany didn't say she didn't have a talent earlier. Brittany says 15,000 and she said that go.
I guess
see you at the audition. Daniel go and dance for us. I love that.
Even better. If she's gonna dance, I'm gonna dance too. I don't know if I'll dance well, but I know I'll get dance with you.
Well, Hiran, you saw that in the FYE video. I did too.
Listen, right?
Rather impressive, Mike. I think I'm gonna do some gymnastics. I think I'll, get a
keep flipping. We want to open the floor now to y'all, our amazing buzzers, our pelicans. Do you all have any questions for us? This is your time to just shoot some.
We had a question last week that we did not get to answer. It was the best place for food on campus.
Right. So
where is that here? Because I would say KFC. Because that's what I'm eating. Wait, no, okay. But it has a Creole food stuff. I don't know if Hiran knows the name, but
Yvette's.
It's behind Sat.
Yvette's, yes, Yvette's.
Okay. Their food is really good.
Yeah, so I'm a vegetarian, and I feel like most of my time spent as a vegetarian has been looking for food that is vegetarian. But when I came onto campus, it was real pleasant to actually find our very own vegetarian restaurant called Veg Out, and it turns out that Veg Out really has some real good stuff. They have some pies and pastries, so show some love to Veg Out when you're there.
Once again, UB is inclusive.
Absolutely. Yes. And if you all know me, I run on caffeine. I run on like 98% caffeine, 2% water. That's what Hiran episode is made up of. And their coffee is like one of the best on campus. So definitely do check them out. That has to be my favorite food place.
Well, I am all Creole, as I said. Creole food any day for me. Give me pilau, give me callaloo, give me stewed chicken pie. That's my thing right there. So Yvette, yeah. I love their food.
So I'm seeing we have a question for you, Judy. And the question goes, how did you make new friends in your first year at UE?
Okay, so you remember, guys, I was online. So I would speak about how I made friends my first year at open campus, essentially. I just went up to, everybody starts out the semester with I am coming here for school. I am making no friends. I am staying focused.
Sure.
So, we were on that for the first week. But after the second week or so, I started to, we had a lot of group projects, and it was like, okay, I have to interact with this person, I have to interact with this person. And I realized, they were actually really cool. I made a few friends. I think something that happens in university is you make a friend one day and you don't even know their name. And you'll see them around, be like, hi, oh my gosh. And
that's a fun way more than you think. It don't stop.
We tell each other, I am Jody, by the way. So, just from those interactions, you really get to expand your circle. And I would say don't be afraid to speak to people. Always be open to, people and different personalities. You never know who you may meet. As Hiran said, you could be friends with the next Prime Minister. You never know. I saw somebody was asking for my email address. I can tell you my student email address. It's Jodie, JODIE dot Russell RUSSELL at myue.edu.
Yeah, my.ue.edu.
Yeah. Okay, my.ue. Right. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, friends for me, and big up to Gabs who say she'll go veg out as well, but like veg out is actually one of the places where I found friends. So I can be a bit. I'm a big ambivert, right? So like when I'm extroverted, I'm very extroverted. And one time when I was decided to be really extroverted, I went to veg out actually, and I sang karaoke. I sang a song by Daniel Caesar.
Yes.
Comments if you all know that. And I just met some other people who was on that kind of vibes too, and I guess we just ended up climbing, going urban after, and continuing to sing and beating the early hours of the morning. That's what this happened on the weed. That's just the vibes here, you know. So
yeah,
I made more friends like that than any other way.
Yeah, making friends in university, I would say, is way easier because you have to. Everybody stressed at a certain point of the semester, and everybody know and understand what you're going through. So we all just bond on.
Yeah, no, Star get perfect. He's like for the whole day he was just vibing with someone, and only when he was about to leave, get through the name. That's not going to stop. It is not going to stop.
Keyboard Smash asks, how can one apply for extra curricular activities like basketball and netball?
You asking me, Jody?
Yeah, because I was not campus, so I don't know if Jarell and them would like to.
Well, I do know that most of our clubs will be featured during our first week activities. Guildfest is really the place to get all of that information. As you realize, we have things very, very dichotomized. That's a nice big word we're learning. Very clearly set out and structured here, and Guildfest is really the best way to get that information firsthand because the things that require your participation, like your volleyball, like your playing pan, like Jody was talking about, may have very different requirements. So the best people to find out about that is directly from the mouth of the horse, proverbially. And yeah, no, Gabs is right. Start right here with the friend making. But Guildfest, definitely something to check out more than just vibes. It's actually really informative as well. So I saw a question for me, Jody.
Just one second, Amarilli is asking, will there be more mixers than one this week? Yes, Amarilli, we are hopefully going to have more than one. So you can just stay tuned for that. And once you see it, you can be a part.
Yeah, so thank you for that, Judy. And I guess now I could take this question, which is, if I have any advice on how to create a school life balance. And I guess, nothing by circumstance. We get to see that everything does just kind of happen for a reason. So there's a reason why I get to talk to you all now about this when I'm finished. Creating a work-life balance, a school life balance more correctly for us now is probably one of the hardest things that you're going to have to go through as a UE student, especially in your first year. Thankfully, you all have shows like this where we're able to create a really, really nice community. Make friends right here in the comment section, and you all get to share it and get more people to come on so you all can make even more friends. I didn't have that. So it was a lot of trial by fire, real trial and error. The thing is that I had to say on a very personal note, there's a reason why your first year does not count for some of our degrees, because it's a real hard transition. You're going from most of us, the secondary school or open campus mentality, and then you're coming here to university where it's like, whoa, I have to do everything by myself, work-wise, and then suddenly you're on your own, you're living on your own, and you have to do everything there too. You have to cook, clean, wash alongside your work, whereas mommy and daddy or someone was doing it for you at another time. I think you really just have to kind of give yourself into it, realize that there are 24 hours in a day, and you need to find which portion of every day works best for you to do what you have to do. I'm a bit of a night owl, so I know the morning half of the day is when, as soon as I get up, I need to, play the fool, get all my fun stuff out of the way, so that when it is I sit down after that 8 hours, the next 8 hours, I will probably try and press work for 8 hours so that I could sleep for 8 hours. And that's how I segment my 24 hours. But, you know, I had to see a disclaimer: what works for me may not work for you. And you really get to do that. Definitely continue this, because this conversation, this
Yes, we already have people making friends, so that's
yeah,
good.
this is really the way to vibe off of people.
They're making friends. Someone is asking if we year ones have matriculation ceremony. I'm not too sure, but
I am unsure of the format, but
yeah,
every year there is a matriculation ceremony. At this point, I'm unsure whether it's a physical or virtual event. We might get some confirmation coming in and be back. You know, Jarell will be flying about to find out.
someone is
actually confirmation that yes, we are having our matriculation ceremony.
yeah. Someone is asking if they can drop their Instagram handles. Yeah, feel free to drop your Instagram handles.
Absolutely. I mean, follow me on Instagram too. My handle is Hiran. That's common HIRAN, just as you see it down there, _15 on Instagram. So we all be sure to follow me there.
My handle is _Jody.Russell_. And make sure I'm follow, guys. Like, y'all can message me there if y'all have any questions as well. I think that's about all the questions.
No, I see Katia has a question. Katia,
you can react. Let me see if I see it.
Oh, what careers are we pursuing? I found it. Oh, Selena, yes, we are friends. Jody, I think Selena wants us to be friends. We're friends with you, right? Wait,
sure, I'm friends with all of you guys. I'm doing a psychology special, so in hopes of one day becoming a clinical neuropsychologist.
Yeah, big work, Jody. You want to study minds and thing. I really respect it. So, as for me, I would like to one day be a practicing attorney at law. My passion is human rights. The thing about human rights law is that we just really get to safeguard so many of the freedoms that we take for granted. And ensuring that we have that kind of protection is really important work. So that's where I see myself. And yeah, I mean,
yeah, I think we forgot one thing. We forgot to.
Oh yeah,
we
do. So we do have one quick question for you all, so we could get our first bit of.
Let me see if anyone was really paying really close attention. What year?
Wait, Jody, we had to get them ready. You all had to get ready. I know how this does go. You all had to have all your fingers ready for the keyboard. You get any opportunity to win your very own book, a whole little FYE source. The page is real nice. Like, look at that nice thick notebook. Trust me. They know how to read
this. You're going to be the envy of every student when you pull this out in September. This is what you want. This is what you need.
For sure. So you all get your fingers ready. And Jody, what's our first question?
What year was you? Wait, let me pull it up too.
She had to make sure she don't forget.
I don't make sure. They're kind of good to. Okay, so what year does the UE coat of arms date back to?
That's a good question. Let's see. Wrong answers.
Close. 1946. Brandon is okay. No, Brandon. Oh, yeah, well.
That's a really good book, though, Brandon. Thanks for dropping. It's a really good book.
Desire is.
No, and I think we have a winner, Jody. Vani.
Yes. Vani has it correct.
Congratulations, Vani.
Vani, you won yourself your own FYE notebook. Congratulations, Gabs came in second.
Yeah, you see, y'all had to be really, really quick. So I have a next one now for another book, or maybe a bottle. We don't know. Who could tell me the catchphrase for one UE? We're making it a little harder. Yeah. So just a gentle reminder to all our winners to reach out via email at studentservices&development@star.ue.edu. So y'all quick, what's the catchphrase for one UE? Anybody? Something to do with 5 something one university. Anybody?
Somebody type it fast.
Google it if you have to.
We're saying it whole evening. Whole evening. I feel like it's oh.
All right,
Okay,
and we have a winner, Danelle. 5
Danelle, yeah,
campuses,
Danelle,
1
Danelle
UV.
got the quiz.
I'm gonna take it 5. So watch it there, y'all. There's a whole thing. 5 regional campuses, 1 dynamic university.
Well, if we
one
being technically correct, Abigail have it right. 5 campuses, 1 university.
one.
Because
Okay.
that's what we have been saying. 5 regional.
Well, y'all both drop emails to the SST. I think this is a headache for Jarrell to sort out. But I think on that note, remembering that we are all members of one UE, we are all proud to be Pelicans, and we love that you, our buzzers, are here with us. I think that's perhaps the best way to end off. So, as always, y'all, I've been Hiran.
And I'm Judy, and this has been the
The
FYE
FYE
Buzz. Bye, guys.
Keep buzzing.